We're at the Home of Everything Frederick, which is 401 North Market Street. I'm with Marilyn Herbert. You are the Director of Development for the Alzheimer's Association of Western Maryland?
Well,
what is
the
it called?
Greater Maryland chapter.
Greater Maryland. Okay. I'd almost gotten it all. You're also the new incoming president for Newmarket Rotary.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That starts July 1. I love always when you bring the flowers. They're so pretty. We've got the walk coming. So let's talk about the walk to end Alzheimer's, October 12th this year. So important to get involved, and this is affecting a lot of people.
Absolutely. Right now we estimate there's 127,000 Marylanders living with Alzheimer's alone. That's not including the other forms of dementia.
Wow.
And the Alzheimer's Association provides services for all that are impacted by Alzheimer's and other dementias. So it's a concern. Maryland now also has the highest prevalency of Alzheimer's in the country.
Why?
And we're not sure exactly why.
What do we got here?
Well,
we don't want that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we don't want it here, and we don't think it's the crabs or the Old Bay, but we're really focused on finding a cure for this drug
and it's
disease.
not a laughing matter, but it's just odd that Maryland is kind of experiencing a high prevalence for Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone watching has somebody that they know of. And some younger people are suffering from Alzheimer's as well. A friend of yours, I know we've talked about before, which is not typical.
No.
But if people go, I think it's alz.org.
That's correct.
And they can get tons of resources and information. There's a hotline where you can get some support.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. 24/7, we have trained professionals that are there to talk with someone that's concerned about themselves, a loved one, a boss, a colleague at work, a neighbor, really anyone that has concerns about Alzheimer's or dementia and needs somebody that's trained to guide them with next steps. They can call that 800 line.
Yeah, and this is why participating in the walk is so important, because you get a lot of resources and information. It is completely free to participate, but obviously we'd love for you to fundraise, get a team together, get a bunch of people involved, because the more people involved, the more we may be able to help. But certainly funding things like that 24-hour hotline, making sure resources up to date, and studies and research.
Oh, absolutely. We're the third largest funder of research next to the U.S. and Chinese government, and we don't know how recent cuts and things happening in the world and in our country may affect that. I mean, we're often the driver of the research, even with other partners out there that have been impacted. So we're not giving up. Whatever the climate is as far as funding from outside sources, most of ours does come from just regular people impacted.
Yeah.
So that's why our Walk to End Alzheimer's, the second largest peer-to-peer fundraising event in the world. That includes all the walks, all the runs.
Whoa.
Yes, absolutely.
That's huge.
And our walk here in Frederick represents all 5 Western Maryland counties, and our goal is $276,000. Teams are already registering. People are registering for the walk. So you may say, gosh, October's way out there. But our efforts go on year-round.
Sure.
Year-round. And that's one of the great things. If someone can't make the walk on walk day, or maybe they're involved with other things in the month of September or month of October, they can host an event now, or spread the word right now and raise some funds.
Well, I have always said on this show, with our nonprofits especially, the freest thing you can do is share information about what is happening. It is easy. It costs you nothing but a few seconds. Because spreading the word, you'd be surprised. We're in it, so we think everyone should know, but not everybody knows. And the fact that October seems far away, it will be here before we know it. So register today so that you get the reminders that it's coming, that you need to plan. Maybe make a donation, like you said, if you have other plans that come into play. But supporting Alzheimer's could very well benefit yourself down the track, or a loved one or family member.
Yeah, about 1 out of 3 of us is going to be personally impacted if we live past the age of 55 or so, I think that is the stat. And again, in Maryland, there's a high prevalence. We know that there are some hot spots in Maryland. Frederick County is kind of in the middle ground. It's not necessarily a hot spot. But we all, we move around. We have circles of friends all over the state, all over the country, and this is an important cause. We really want to ultimately find a cure, but have more treatments. We're in the era of treatment now where things are available that weren't just a few years ago that helped some people, but it's not enough, and more is coming, so that's why it's important.
ALZ.org, find the local Frederick Walk. Is that the easiest way for them to get there?
That's a great, that will take you to any walk. You can do a search by zip code. You can find all the resources there, and there's a tab for walk. But you can also go to alz.org / walk. And that will take you to our Maryland chapter walks.
Okay.
So, and if all else fails, you can email me at mjherbert, MJHERBERT, @alz.org.
Okay, and I'll make sure that's on screen for you so you can screenshot it and get all that information. Marilyn, thank you so much for making the time. And we need to make just a few minutes of time to do the walk, October 12th. It is at Nimio Field at Harry Grove Stadium is the start and finish point, right?
Yep.
And what time? It's at 9?
Well, we open the gates at 11, actually. 11. It allows the churchgoers and others to maybe do some Sunday morning things.
Yeah.
And then our gates open. There's activities and booths and sponsors there. And then our opening ceremony is at noon, immediately followed by the walk.
Yeah.
Brief opening ceremony, and then we walk all down to Carroll Creek, part of Carroll Creek and back.
Oh,
so it's quite the variety of scenery on our walk.
We love it. All right, mark your calendar, October 12th, and hopefully we'll see you at the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian.